I think so.
Okay. How do you define a bandwagon effect?
When people like jump on board for like either like a sports team or just like a random activity maybe.
Yeah, that's when like people follow popular trends, right?
And before I started taking this course, I knew about the bandwagon effect, and I knew that it was kind of like when everyone started doing something just because it got popular.
Before this class, I did not know what the bandwagon effect was. I was not aware of that term. However, now that I've taken the class, I do understand what it was. Previously, before the class, I did know of the concept of people following others due to the fact that it was becoming a popular trend.
Before this course, I knew what the bandwagon effect was. I heard about it in my English classes, and I knew that it was a lot of people that just kind of get on board with something and they just do it because everybody else is doing it.
Is likely.
I would not do it. I would follow my own values.
It depends what the activity is. Like if I thought it would be fun, yeah, but if it seemed kind of stupid, no.
Yes.
Probably.
I would say I might be a little bit more likely to do something if my friends are doing it, just because if my friends are doing it, it's like, well, why wouldn't I do it?
I would say I would be more likely to do something more my friends are doing it, because since I have a lot of similarities to them, I would think that I would also enjoy it as well.
If my friends took part in an activity, I would be more likely to do it because they're my friends and we're usually into the same types of activities.
Like sports teams.
When people like start following successful sports teams.
A band gets really popular or something like that. Like right now, like there's this artist Ed Sheeran, and he like just came on in the music scene or whatever, and now he's like starting to get really popular because people are playing his music all the time.
The usage of Twitter. When it first started out, not many people used Twitter. It was primarily for following their favorite celebrities and stars, but as more people started to get an account, the user rate increased tremendously.
Most commonly seen with music, I listen to a lot of artists that aren't mainstream, but I will go on iTunes all the time, and if my friends are listening to an artist, I'll listen to that artist.
I gear towards things in my personality.
Oh, well, things like Twitter and Facebook I do to like stay connected with other people. So like I do those because other people do them.
I've done it before, but now I gear towards things of my own personality.
Well, I get curious, so I just check out usually before everybody else.
I tend to follow trends, I guess. Like with music, I tend to like my own stuff, but as things get popular, I tend to start to like it a little bit more, and it's usually the same way with like movies and stuff like that.
I don't feel pressured to do what other people are doing to be cool, but I do follow trends like Twitter. I got Twitter because I didn't have it yet, and I had an iPhone, so that was kind of sad that I didn't have a Twitter account yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I have heard of flash mobs before I took this course.
I have heard of flash mobs before this class.
I have heard of flash mobs, and
When a bunch of people randomly get up at the same time and start dancing.
I don't really know what it is. I've heard about it, but I don't really know what exactly it is.
When a group of people in any given area like spontaneously break out into song and dance.
When people dress up in trench coats and they go out and they take them off, they just start dancing at random times.
Group of people that that don't know each other, but they decide to gather together at a certain place at a certain time and do some certain things.
First, I thought that they had to involve singing and dancing, but I have learned that they do not have to based on the book that we're reading. So I guess I would have used to define a flash mob as when a group of people gets together and they dance and or sing for no apparent reason, or like they try to prove a point or something like that.
Before this class, I thought it was primarily just singing and dancing, such as in the scene from Friends with Benefits. But now I know it could just be for no apparent reason at all, such as from the book that we're reading, or it could be for a specific cause.
this course I did think that it was mandatory to dance and sing in it and have a large group of people in a well-known area. But now I know that that's not what defines a flash mob.
No?
Probably not.
Yes, I probably would.
Depends whether the activity is.
I don't know if I would do it. I think it would depend on where it was.
I would definitely participate in a flash mob. I think it would be a lot of fun. It just depends on where it is, if it's convenient for me and what I was doing at that time. I would definitely participate in a flash mob. I think it would be a lot of fun. It just depends on where it is, if it's convenient for me and what I was doing at that time.
I wouldn't necessarily do it just because I'd be worried if it's from a stranger.
No, I wouldn't.
Still probably not.
Yes, I probably would.
That's probably true. I'll probably do that.
If my friends were doing it, I probably would do it just for the heck of it. Like, why not? Go along, have some fun, I guess.
I would definitely do it if I did it with my friends because I think it would make a lot of fun.
If my friends were definitely doing it, then I would because they're my friends and I know that they're going to it, so we would all be going to it together. If my friends were definitely doing it, then I would because they're my friends and I know that they're going to it, so we would all be going to it together.